I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York.
Welcome back for Week 8 of New Musical Monday, a series hosted by Thornhill Theatre Space, showcasing material from new and lesser-known musicals from around the world. We want to thank you for joining us and hope you've been enjoying our series so far. Today's showcase is from the musical Pro-Choice on Mental Health.
Music is my bread, and cinema is my butter. Or cinema is my bread and music is my butter. Cinema and music are my respective breads and my respective butters.
Pro-Choice on Mental Health mini-play. You Are What You Eat. Scene 1. The Free Psychiatry Clinic at Bellevue Hospital.
Hi, Joe. Do you like my show title? I'm coming out pro-choice on the mental health issue.
You don't understand the first thing about what it is to be chemically imbalanced and emotionally disturbed. Have you, in your life, any last remaining vestiges of health insurance?
Just this old Cobra card.
Is it still good?
It expires in 3 months.
When's your next performance?
I have yet to book it.
Given your diagnosis of generalized anxiety, I can admit you to my upstate clinic. You'll be committed, but it'll be our secret. You're not crazy. You're just there to observe.
Scene 2. Upstate, 2 months later.
All right, I'm ready to leave now.
What are you doing here? Get back to the compound.
Where's Joe?
Joe's gone.
Didn't he tell you? I'm just here to observe.
No, and he took his files with him.
Well, I'm fine. I'm leaving.
I regret to inform you that we evaluate patients based on daily activity reports. Let's see yours. I see. Wasted recuperation. You treat the other inmates as inferiors, and you're even sleeping with one of them. Isn't that so?
We love each other.
You know how many antidepressants your friend is on? When someone is that heavily medicated, she becomes a mirror, incapable of free choice. A stable person can recognize that, and rather than leaping to the advantage, will behave responsibly. Of course, your actions are explained by your being as emotionally unstable as she is.
Scene 3. Another month later, within the compound. Night.
Joe, where have you been?
Digging a tunnel so that everyone can get out of here.
Hooray! Impossible. I follow the flow. But in the wake of a friend seeking medical help for what was in my mind a conscious choice, I discovered the whirlpool from which no choice is possible. There was a bar in my neighborhood called The Spiral, where it was free to get in, but you had to pay to get out, and the interest kept compounding. Although I am pro-choice, the spiral can be anywhere, like a black hole. In his book of Laughter and Forgetting, Milan Kundera confronted a whirlpool of incredible memories and came out of it better. Czechoslovakia in the 60s was its own spiral that Kundera transcended. In my song of Laughter and Forgetting, I transcend my own memories by spinning in a grand illusion. I call upon Mousehead, the Freudian case study that predated nasty rumors about Richard Gere. This is a case study where a patient wished the worst upon himself and his loved ones. I ask Mousehead to fulfill upon his father's expectations. Mousehead disappoints us. The spiral he gets in removes from his mental health the choice option. The person in the next song is borrowed up to the hilt. He's a lion ready to pounce. He's a frayed live wire, a time bomb with a short fuse. Like Vincent Foster, he's bristling, volatile. If you sit next to him on a little seat on a crowded bus, and you try to read a big paper like the Times, when you turn the page you might brush up against him and he'll go,
"Ouch, I'm sorry, please forgive the intruding silence doing over here. Words I left unsaid, at rest with love that's gone, mixed with passion, lash out like lion's claws. Instead, I know the filth in which rats dwelt, and yet I look
Pro-Choice on Mental Health, a solo performance musical for actor, singer, dancer, self-accompanied by or with one or more additional vocalists and one or more accompanists. The elements are script, chord charts, piano, vocal score, and studio album. Musical style is pop. The time is 1993, February 26th through to September 11th, 2001, with particular focus on January 1, 1994, when Giuliani succeeded Dinkins as mayor of the city of New York. Pro-Choice on Mental Health is set between the two World Trade Center attacks. We are in an East Village at the crossroads where quality of life, law and order take control and real estate values increase. I have a new monologue for the second of the 7 songs in the cycle. The song No Problem There. It's introduction. I have a new introduction for it, a new monologue. All narrators can have a bias, but Priam, as narrator of Pro-Choice on Mental Health, may also be mentally unstable. To introduce his song No Problem There, he describes his non-exclusive relationship with Lilith, who upon breaking off with him, leaves the East Village to recover and rejuvenate at a Westchester clinic called Four Winds. He blurs that relationship breakup with his imagined conversation with a deceased composer, Albin Berg. He asks Albin about his wife, Helene. When Albin tells him that Helene has gone to the mountains for the cure, to take the cure, he suggests they both visit her there. Then he overlaps this imagined conversation with a movie, Lilith, about an occupational therapist and a fellow patient who are involved with the same woman while also staying at a rural upstate recovery clinic. From there, he sings a song over a potential skit showing Priam leaving the East Village for a stay at the poetic rehab clinic called Four Winds, poetically called Four Winds. And he finances this stay through his use of his last remaining vestiges of health insurance and he's prescribed to go there by his helpful, although also imaginary, free psychiatrist at Bellevue Hospital. Quick note among opera fans, there was an interest in Albin Berg and his relationship with his wife Helene. Perhaps in his scores, Albin, the composer, hid expressions of love for another woman, and this may have affected Helene's willingness as his widow to release music he left unfinished when he died at age 50. And here is the song.
So she said goodbye to you. Did she give you all she got and say that you should let her? When she said goodbye to you, did you think there was maybe something troubling? When she said she's sleeping with another man, then said she cares. When she said goodbye before, did your eyes avert the signs and somehow miss the seizures? When she said goodbye before, were her calls of SOS and quarts of beverages? Is Diet Coke what's killing off the one you love, or is it beer? No problem here, nowhere, we're right on schedule. Nowhere in a permanent holding pattern. No cares with a nurse to attend, and there's plenty of service, but the freedom's relinquished and not fair. And where is this heading for? No cares, it's a freedom relinquishment. No cure, it's a camp on the mountains, it's encounters with nature, with a geyser that blows her away. No one says goodbye, you know. It's always somewhere there's a place where everyone is singing. And we're all alumni here on sabbatical until the great reunion day. Seek help and people come to your aid. Lost souls in conflict on a failed journey for a trade. They add to the mix, they call it a fix. It makes you want more. No problem there. No problem before. she said goodbye, you know. So she gave you all she got, she's telling you to let her. So she said goodbye, you know. Did you think there was maybe something troubling when she said she'd sleeping with another man, then said she cares? No problem there.
What follows is a description by Brad Willis. Pro-Choice on Mental Health is a meditation on a theme within a story. It starts off with our protagonist, who we can assume is Peter, being recommended by his doctor to feign insanity so he can go away for a while reaping the benefits of his federal health insurance before they run out. While in the institution, he falls in love with one of the patients, and when his time at the institution was to end, he is deemed unstable. If he were stable, he wouldn't have fallen in love with a clearly insane person.
While others get fixed, I get frozen with inaction. Perhaps a medication could help me move toward my goals. Even with a lover, I have been in a romantic setting like the seashore and felt frozen not by the cold, but by a Jane Austen sensibility. I needed a force of nature to bring us together or to separate us. It's the full moon that compels us. The tide away, it's stubborn fish that choose to stay. We watch them linger, they do dances in the sand. It's sad to see them die, but it's their damn free will that takes their lives. Big old ranch homes in the sand of foaming sea combs. Like waves we roll and we collide, and with our bodies side to side, our bloodstreams rise until the memory of the awesome boat that caused our connection is gone. With me to withstand this mystic evening. With lunar forces I knew they could work on too, much more effectively than I could do indoors with only you. When safe and thoughtful, I like you, amenable. When faced with forces we cannot control, and since I can't control myself, I can't handle you alone. Now thanks to forces quite beyond our own, I'm thrilled to be instilled and overwhelmed with you.
Like Jagged Little Pill, we have presented an old album as a new show. I don't know if Tom Kitt can do the orchestration, but we'll hopefully have Sebastian as the star solo performer in an upcoming production. Images tonight are mostly from the Cinema 7 audiovisual archive, which features the work of Sam Moret. Joe Bendick produced the original album, which is generally available. The Pro-Choice on Mental Health song cycle originated on a Strange Folk Sunday at Latches Fort at Sidewalk 25 years ago. I especially thank Ryan Thornhill, creator and artistic director of Thornhill Theater Space, for hosting, assembling, and tonight including my project in his series in support of alternative musical theater. I'm Peter DeZozo, also generally available. I also thank Myra and Zora, my wife and daughter, for their assistance, love, and support. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
These days I hear these sounds. These voices need to confide in me. They're inching toward me like a sword. They pierce, they're coming inside of me. I have no choice when they're guiding me. They cheat, they steal, and they lie to me. Why do they hide in me? I say, let me be.
Thank you so much for joining us for our Episode 8 showcase of Pro-Choice on Mental Health. Check out our Spotify podcast for bonus tracks from this musical. Tune in next week for Episode 9 of our showcase, In the Willows.